So what I want to share with you is what we call the cash flow quadrant. And Robert Kiyosaki is the one that popularized that term, the cash flow quadrant, right? So we have one, two, three, four quadrants, and money flows in 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 the economy through these four ways. Okay, so we have an employee here. Okay, the majority of the people in the world somehow trade their time for money. Okay, they have an employer, they go there, they put in their time, 40 hours, whatever it is, whether they're salaried or whether you're paid by the hour. The majority of the people in the world are employees. Okay, and then we have specialists. These are people that own, let's say, a practice. Okay, a chiropractor, a doctor, a lawyer, you know what I'm saying, things of that nature, speakers and stuff like that, meaning they have their own business, they call it a business, they show up, they bill and things of that nature. However, they have to be actively involved in this enterprise for it to work. Okay, so that's why I have here active. So 95% of the population is actively involved in how they make money. Okay, if you have a practice and you're a doctor and you don't show up, you don't make money. If you're a lawyer and you don't show up, you don't make money. Okay, now, and same thing as an employee. If you don't show up, you don't make money, which means you trade your time for money. This is not factoring in things of course, like vacation and things of that nature. I'm talking about just the nature of the job, the nature of how these individuals, one and two quadrants, make money, is that they're actively involved. Their presence is required for them to generate income. Okay, and then we have the third quadrant. In the third quadrant, we have a business. Okay, we people that businesses are those that build a system. Okay, so a franchise can be considered a business. Why? You don't have to actively be involved in generating income for a business. Okay, you set up a system, you hire people, you can be gone, the system is gonna run. Okay, that's a business. This is talking about creation of systems. Okay, and so the I stands for investor. These are individuals who deploy their capital. Okay, they deploy their capital to make money. Okay, and so for 3 and 4 quadrants, there's only 5% of the population that is able to do this. Okay, that make their money actively. Passively. Okay, they can be at home. Like an investor in a company can be at home. They don't have to work. They don't have to show up. They'll still be able to make money. Okay. The same thing with the business. There's business owners out there that don't have to show up and stuff like that. And so only 5% of the people do that. So ideally, what you want to be on this side. You want to be a business owner and an investor. Why? On this side, you have freedom. Okay, people that own businesses and who are investors have freedom. They have more options than the people on this side. Now, are there people who are employees that make a lot of money? Of course there is. Okay, now when we consider people like CEOs and stuff like that, CEOs can be considered employees. Okay, at the same time, they're not just regular employees. At that level, you might as well consider them a business because they make decisions that influence that business. Okay, they're employees, of course, they work for a company and whatnot, but they cannot be compared to a regular person who punches in and stuff like that. And for you to be an employee who has a high net worth, it takes a lot of years to be able to do that. It takes a lot of hard working, so you can climb the ladder. You have to pay the price, and just like anything else, you have to pay the price. But there's also employees like athletes. Athletes are employees, but really, if you want to think about it, they are also specialists. Okay, so you have an athlete who is represented by an agent, and they have their little business going, although they contract their services to a company or a franchise of some sort. Those are unique situations, but for the most part, what you have here is somebody clocking in, and over time, they're going to retire at some point. Okay, what you want to be on this side. Okay, you want to be a business person or an investor. You want to make money passively. Okay, so let's say for an investor, what you want to do is that you want to own, let's say, an apartment. You want to own an apartment, 5 units and above. and things of that nature, and then you start getting income from there through rentals. Okay, that's passive income. Okay, let's say you own stocks that pay a dividend. That's passive income. Okay, let's say you own a well. Okay, crude oil comes out of there, and you're paid royalties. That's passive income. Let's say you're a musician and you're paid royalties. Let's say you write a book. That is all passive income. Okay? And so that's what you want to make money passively. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because there's only so many hours in a day. There's only so many hours in a day. And for you to increase your income, it's either you increase your the value you create to the marketplace, or you have to come up with a business, or you gotta be an investor, or somehow you have to specialize, which takes a lot of years. Okay, so the best way to make money, you know what I'm saying, to make money and to really set up your family for financial freedom, is to own a business or become an investor. Okay, that's what you want to do, and money flows through these ways, and these are the only ways. So right now I am working towards, personally, I'm working, of course, right now I'm an employee. I work for somebody. Okay, I work for somebody for several hours. I show up, and they pay me. They pay me very well. However, I have to show up every day. I have to show up every day. So the goal is to move to passive. Okay, the goal is to move to passive, so I don't have to show up, and then I just start investing and creating value passively. Okay, deploying capital so that other people can use those funds and able to create wealth. That's what we want to do. We want to create businesses. We want to create investments, because what? You can't leave a job. Okay, think about it. You cannot leave a job for your kids. You can't leave this business, whatever it is, for your kids. You can't pass on your doctor credentials, or your law credentials, or your pharmacy, chiropractic, whatever. You can't pass on that to somebody else. If you're the only person who practices in this particular office, you can't pass it on, because your kid has to be a doctor for them to inherit this thing. Okay, you can pass a business to your to your kids. Okay, you can pass it on. You can pass your investments to your kids. You cannot pass on a job. You cannot pass on your self-employed situation that you got going on. And so the focus, guys, should be on here. You want to focus on figuring out a way, how do I create systems? How do I create a system so I can leave a legacy for my kids? How do I create a system? How do I, invest passively so I can create a legacy for my children? Those are going to come after me. We want to focus on on this side of a quadrant, where there's business and investments. Okay? All right, guys. So if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe if you've not yet, that is. And if you want to see more of these videos, go ahead and push that notification button so that you're notified every time I upload a video. And I hope to see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.